Okay, everyone, so we are live and we are basically playing Pokemon Emerald, but with the Dokis. This is basically a test run that I did. My name is not actually Smith. That's like a default. If you guys are wondering. Alright, this time I have not changed my starter to Natsuki. Instead, what I've done is, well, I've edited the game so you can make all 4 Dokis. Let's see how that works. Pikapu soon. Hello and welcome to chat. Natsuki is definitely going to be a fighting type. I don't know what's secondary. You should mention that. Initially I was thinking of making her fire and ice type because Cinderace are technically like hot and cold. Then Sayori was already a fire type, so it felt like a duplicate. I didn't want to do that. And then I thought I should make her a fairy type, but fairy types don't exist in Gen 3. I thought if there was a way to like add it mod, I might do it, but I actually couldn't figure out how to. This is how the final demo product is going to look like, where you want to like have all the Dokis. Alright, we have 4 Master Balls. I wonder what this is. That's an interesting one I have, don't you think? Shine Pokemon, let's be friends. It's not Sayori run, so I'm not actually going to name her. Pikapu soon. So this is how to get the starters, got it? Yeah, this is how you get it. I didn't like replace the 3 starters because then you could only get 1, and I know people would like all of them. At least they would like to get all of them. And then Monica's missing out. I thought of like this mechanic where if you evolved, what I was going to do was I was going to like I was going to basically let lost my train of thought. I was going to make Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri the 3 starters, and those would be like your only option. But if you wanted, like, let's say get Monica, evolving any of them would have led to you getting Monica, just like a Shedinja. It's actually like how I had planned it. I later just thought against the idea. I thought let's just give... And people want this mod because they want to play with all the girls, so let's let them play with all the girls. Pika soon, new meta just dropped using V and girls. Trust me, given their stats and just how ridiculous some of their moves and abilities are, they 100% like redefine the meta. Also, Sayori has Drizzle as small Yori, but then as Sayori, she gets Sunshine. Not Sunshine, what's it called, Drought? Interestingly, even though we have Pokemon, we actually can't see our Pokemon menu until we do the cutscene with Professor Birch. That's not a glitch, that's just how it is. The game still registers though that we have those 4 Pokemon. I know because I've tested this out a couple of times. A few changes I have made. All the girls all evolve at level 18 except for Sayori, who is a friendship evolution. She starts off with a high friendship, so that should be easy. Pika soon. Although I'm curious, Monica is using Deoxys Cry. Does that mean you replace Deoxys with Monica? No, all the original Pokemon are there. I've replaced glitch Pokemon with them. I think all the cries are like of actual... I think the cries are of the glitch Pokemon. I think all of them are the same actually. I didn't really change the cries or like footprints that much. Oh, sorry. Let me just change it so L is equal to A. That... Oh. Pika soon. I do know the Mini's cries are unknown. Okay. These starters are the same. We're gonna pick Mudkip just because HM utility basically. Mudkip can surf, rock smash, waterfall, so excellent for that. And then we can catch like a Zigzagoon for like for HM. But then we'll need someone with fly. Okay, we'll have to like probably have one of the girls like step aside. Here we can't use Natsuki, so I can't show you guys Natsuki's stats, but this is the only battle where we won't use her. Now we can finally see the Pokemon menu. We have our Mudkip. We have all of our Pokemon. They also come with nice little items. Aurora ticket. Eon ticket. Old Sea map. Yeah, Monica knows teleport. That's actually quite useful at the beginning of the game. So let's grab the items, and basically there's nothing else you can get in that little patch of whatever it is, but... Oh, I forgot one thing. You do get a lucky egg at that's just so that like it's easier to grind. I mean, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm gonna use it in the stream just because I know I didn't with the other girls, but it's not like it's a big massive contest to see who wins first. More like it's just there. Event tickets, sign me up, but do the tickets work this way? I'm not sure. I'm actually not entirely sure they do work. I haven't actually tested that out. That's a good question. But you can't normally give like key items to Pokemon. So right. And also, I still couldn't get their Pokedex entries into the Pokedex. So, but you guys did see their Pokedex entries at the beginning, right? And Natsuki is the Tsundere Pokemon. And her Pokedex entry was Me No Like You. Sayori's, which was Let's Be Friends. Okay, so Minika is just a pure fighting type. I didn't give her a secondary typing. I would have given her Fairy if Fairy was an actual option. Her ability is Q-Trump for now, although that'll change. I gave her Lucky Egg. moves are Frustration. She is the only Doki which starts at 0 happiness, so Frustration is actually strong for her. Parfait Punch is basically Dynamic Punch, except more powerful and guaranteed to hit. That's her signature move. Otherwise, she gets Shadow Punch and Charm. Happy Caprician also used a Master Ball on them. What's the catch rate for them? The catch rate for them, I think, is the same as the Legendary's 3. But that's exactly why I gave the player like a 4 Master Balls. I could make it like easier to catch them, but there's really like not much point to that. You know, like it's like let's make it easier to catch them, but like I could make it easy to catch them, but like I said, I don't see the point because I'm gonna give you a Master Ball because I want people to be able to have them at the beginning without even getting the starter. So for that. That's why I give you a Master Ball, because you don't have any Pokemon, but now you can like guaranteed catch them. So I mean their catch rates could be whatever. Okay, let's see how much Frustration does. Because her happiness is set at 0. Frustration is actually very powerful at the beginning. And we gained a lot of XP. Good. Technically, Natsuki gets like an edge over the others because I'm letting her use, what's it called? I'm letting her use a Lucky Egg. Ultimately, it's not really a race. Like, I wasn't really like testing to see which one is better. But although overall, I think Yuri was one of the best. It would either be Yuri or Monica if we were just talking about in-game performance in Emerald. Capisun. Also, given enough time, I'll have Natsuki have a turn dealing dummy damage because friendship. Yeah, she only starts off with Frustration. She actually learns Return naturally via level up. I'll be bicycling with the Soothe Belt up and down a long stretch of road. I think actually the best way to raise friendship is not via that. It's actually via, what's it called? It's via defeating. It's via leveling up. So I think just because you're at a low level, because each level gives you a lot of happiness. So the easiest way to like max out your happiness is just level up a bunch. It's way easier at the beginning of the game. And secondly, if you give vitamins, that also helps you like level up faster. But there is this the caveat is though, Sayori who evolves with friendship, so you might be better off actually trying to max out Sayori's happiness. But you can do it like at the same time, especially if they're like with you in the box, you know. Yeah, Natsuki's friendship basically starts out as the lowest it can possibly be. 0. Most legendaries also start off at kind of like friendship level, but like I said, the best way to increase friendship is to level up. Although walking is pretty good for the other girls as well. Just because you can level up very fast at lower levels. If she was like level 40, it would be hard to get like 20 levels, but at like level 5, it's easy to get like 20 levels, so then you can like easily like max out her friendship. And obviously, like with every single step we take, it's gonna become weaker. Happy Caprice, and actually where would I go to download the mod, and will it be a .gb file, so I don't have to patch it? Now, the thing is, that's one thing though that I am kind of worried about, and one thing I'm trying to look into, like what I can do. Because I don't want to get into trouble for putting out a full mod which I think I would get in trouble for. But putting out a patch might be possible. Probably be putting out a patch, so you could probably download a pre-patched version somewhere. It's just that I couldn't be the one to tell you that. Maybe I'll like have people like message me on Discord and I'll show how to get one. Because I do need to watch out for like getting into trouble with that. Although this is a mod, and I highly doubt I would get into serious trouble, I do need to take a few steps to kind of like distance myself from pause potentially. If you ever have like trouble downloading it, you can always message me on Discord. I'm sure someone out there will make a pre-patched version. And this is a demo, by the way, so it's not like the actual final version of the game. Okay, now I definitely will be playing it on my 3DS. One interesting fact I found, I used to play Pokemon Emerald on my 3DS because I thought the quality was better. And Seviper is like, you know, the stripe, right? Seviper stripe, it's blue. But if you play it on the DS, it's like a different color. It's like purple. I don't know why that is, or maybe I'm like mixing the colors up, but there is a color change with Seviper. Like not a shiny, like I mean like normal Seviper has somewhat changed stripes. Some of the colors are different when you play on the 3DS. It feels like higher quality somehow. I think that's because I was used to playing on the Game Boy Advance, so now it switches over to the DS, now it's different. Okay, we've used frustration enough. Let's show off Natsuki's signature move. It's dynamic punch, but it never misses. And it's technically a bit more, it is more powerful. Nats can learn assist. Really not that useful of a move. By the way, there's a double battle coming up. See if Nat's in here, he can. I think we're going to have trouble with HMs because none of the Dokis can learn Fly. And I don't think there's a flying type which can learn the other HMs that Mudkip, and Mudkip can learn Surf, Waterfall, Dive, and I'm pretty sure can learn either Rock Smash or Strength. And we need like a flying type also who can either learn, because you can only know 4 moves, we need someone else who can learn like Strength or Rock Smash. I don't know if flying types can. There are flying types which can. Maybe? Hello? Okay, let's see a double battle. I actually wanted to show off something. I'm gonna use frustration. I want to show off life drain. I've changed the animation. If you guys saw the Yuri video, you'll know that it looked like Giga Drain. I've changed the animation though. Yeah, now it looks like Dream Eater rather than Giga Drain, which I think makes way more sense. I'm amazed it survived that though. I mean, I know it barely did, but... And again, I think Yurichi's stats are in fact good. All of them are good. The base chibi forms basically have Mew stats, so they have 100 in each base stat total. Also here, I think from the purposes of us going fast, it makes sense to not heal at the Pokemon Center. We've barely done any battles, so there's no need to heal at the Pokemon Center. We can teleport back to Hillberg City, which is easier. Or I could actually, you know what? I could heal and then come back here, and then teleport back here after I do the rocket run. Sorry, I said rocket run. I meant aqua run. Okay, so frustration won't be useful here. Let's see if we can fight her. It might be useful to fight the trainers in a gym just because I know they give a lot of XP, but we have the lucky egg. Let's try it. And again, regarding the lucky egg, using it, I never really intended this to be like a straight up contest between the Dokis, so it's fine, you know. Although this technically gives Natsuki an unfair advantage. Ooh, bulk up. We don't need charm. Let's get RP Punch should be a one hit on this also. I've also expanded their move pools of almost all of them. Because in their base forms they basically almost got no moves, but now they have expanded move pools, expanded TM using pools, you know. Alright, so we didn't need to fight the other trainers anyway, although fighting them would have given some extra XP. I do think the lucky egg did help with that though. Hello would be good. I know that was a crit, that did a lot of damage. Relatively speaking, I mean it's like half our level. Let's try to kill. Ori. I think Sunburst shouldn't live because you don't get stabbed and it's raining. I was cut in half. Oh, and it's burnt. That'll increase our odds of Yeah, small Yori isn't that good because her drizzle like completely like clashes with her ability to use a fire move, you know, and solar beam. And she's technically, I think, yeah, she's a water type. Right. So her moveset, everything clashes, but once she evolves, the point of that is just to like kind of like encourage people to evolve her, get friendship, so she can actually be good when she's like Sunshine Pokemon. Her friendship is maxed out. Yeah, I was gonna change the battle style to that stops asking which every single time I knock out a Pokemon. There are a lot of spinners in Emerald and they are very hard to dodge. Just as like a test, let's see how much frustration does now. It's still good enough to like knock out. Tiana's pretty weak and our attack's very high, so yeah. I guess I kind of expected to knock out, but I do think our friendship is much higher now. Fun fact, Unaria also starts with, I think, 0 friendship. And guess what? We don't even need the cut HM because Yuri can use cut the moment we get her. Isn't that amazing? It's a terrible move. More like I just gave it to her for thematic reason. You heal here, but I don't think that sets it as like your like heal point for the use of teleport. I think we would still teleport back to Silver. Let's see. And the reason I did that was because it would save us quite some time. Again, I think I've said this every time we do a match call. If you have a Pokemon with Lightning Rod in your party, it increases the number of phone calls you get from other trainers. Which kind of makes no sense, and it's kind of... I would argue it's actually kind of bad because most of the calls are annoying. If you like having those calls, that's good. Now watch, guys. Oh, I never healed in... I just realized I never healed in Petalburg. This sends me back to our house. Okay, but this lets us... Okay, so I clearly need to do a better job with routing. I should have healed in Petalburg. I realized I didn't, actually. But this lets us avoid the May cutscene and May battle. It's technically an optional battle, but now we can completely like avoid even like talking to her. But yeah, it would have been better if I had healed in Petalburg. That would have made like... That would have enabled us to just like teleport back to Petalburg. And you get fly really late in this game. Like with the 6th gym badge, and there's a lot of backtracking. Teleport is actually very good for like just kind of like cutting down on the amount of time you have to use to backtracking. Yeah. I believe I kept that. Have a few of those. Teleporting back to Littleroot did waste some time. Let's heal at Petalburg. I think it's better as a save point just because just for how fast we can get back, but I think eventually we will change it to Mauville City just because once we go up north and do the Meteorite and Mount Chimney side quests, we can like teleport right back. That makes sense to use Apple here. Wait, what? Wait, what? This has never happened to me. I thought we could skip that because we teleported to the other side of the map and we didn't run into her. Why is she waiting right outside of Mr. Briney's cottage? Guys, did any of you know that that would happen? I thought we could skip her. I mean, I think ultimately we get saved some walking, but... Oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I'm just gonna pause the audio. Okay, all right, everyone. I am sorry I missed out on everything. Let me restart. I had a call, and is the game volume too loud? By the way, I just have a question. I just saw it on my streaming software what it was, and it looked like almost as loud as my voice. I don't know if you guys could hear me. I went down on the volume. If you guys want me to go back up, just let me know. Sorry about that. I think we wasted like 20 minutes or even half an hour, but that was a long call and I kind of had to take it. I didn't plan for someone to call me at this time, but you know, stuff happens and well. Anyway, going into what's happened till now, I was very surprised May just like came there because she's normally south of like Rustboro. I guess they planned for people to like teleport. I guess maybe because yeah, you can get an Abra at that point, and even if you can't teleport, you could always wet yourself out and then like go there. That's that. Anyway, sorry for making you guys worry. We did evolve into Natsuki from Minisuki to Natsuki. I initially tried playing the game without the microphone, just to like show you guys that oh hey yeah, just so that you guys would still have some content. But then I kind of had to like walk around for the call, so that was impossible. All right. Let's look at Nat. She has the Intimidate ability to lower the foe's attack. I think Guts is overall a better one. I think I might change it for Guts for the final demo, but Intimidate is still very good and it's like thematically consistent. We did learn Meteor Mash. I got rid of Frustration because it was going to lose its like Buster. And Meteor Mash does have the chance to raise attack. It's a steel type move. It's I think good for like Ghost and for those types who we can hit hard, like Ghost. You can hit Ghost and Psychic types with our fighting moves. As well, Bug and Poison also, but Bug and Poison are like terrible types, so I guess that doesn't matter. Also Flying types as well, but I think for something like that, like Rock Slide is better. The problem with Intimidate is that it plays every single time we like, go into battle, so because it plays every single time we play into battle, it like takes up time. It might be a minuscule amount of time, but it's still time. We can learn Return. Only reason I'm kind of hesitant to teach Return is because Return and Parfait Punch have pretty much the same weaknesses. Can't do well against Ghost, can't do well against Steel. Against Psychic, I guess it's fine, but I think Shadow Punch is better anyway. While Return is kind of cool, I'm actually going to avoid learning it. Now that we've evolved, our stats are not like just flat based 100. Now they're like specialized, and it's specialized into defense. Like our attack is massive, 95. At the cost of our special attack, but even Shadow Punch is a physical move. I still found it hilarious how May just like showed up there. Against flying types, our strongest attack is still Shadow Punch. I think here Return would have actually been cool. Because unfortunately, Steel isn't good against flying. Steel is, I think, neutral, but... should train a lot harder for next time. He says after we beat. Oh, I didn't want this to be a double battle. I wanted to fight that one off. Whatever. This may be slightly faster, but I did want to fight using mainly Natsuki. I mean, it's mainly her runs. We're rather behind when it comes to time-wise, but that's because I spend so much time going that phone call. Sorry about that. Like I think Yuri was like in half an hour. I think Yuri had beaten the 6th gym. We're like an hour 20 minutes in, and going by those standards, we should be near the 6th gym soon. But we're not, mainly because of all of that. Pause. Wait, let's get the Mac bike. I'm sorry, I pressed the B button. He interpreted that as no. Let's heal here. Now our heal point is set for here, so if we ever like, which is going to be useful when we want to teleport back here. You only need to fight one trainer here, this guy, if you play your cards right. Versus a poison type, Meteor Mash would do more damage. Oh, I realized I made a mistake. I should have given her a cherry berry. We're gonna get paralyzed, and this would have actually been pretty good then. Sparring Warrior, you may have to do 3 streams. I can like extend this stream. It's not like 2 hours is like a specific like mark which I have to like hit. Like, oh, it has to be 2 hours long. I can always do an extra half hour just to give Natsuki that edge. But I think she may be able to go. We're going pretty fast, and I think part of that is thanks to the Lucky Egg. And just because Natsuki's pretty good offensively, like she's not having any issues with any Pokemon, and I'm a bit better with routing, with teleport. I think we can. I don't think it's impossible for us to catch up to Yuri. Because what do we have after the 3rd gym badge? We have we have to go north to Meteor Falls. And then we have to do Mount Chimney, then we have to beat the 4th gym leader, and then we can like beat Norman right after that, almost immediately after. And after we beat Norman, we can basically, we have the Weather Institute, but then we can like almost instantly go to Winona. Like, it's not hard, so I think maybe it might be possible. Let me register the... It's a Natsuki video and we're using the bike. Isn't that amazing? It's definitely here that I would want to heal. Again, I've already set it as my like save point, but it's important to like have it just because what it can do is because it'll save some time backtracking. It also save some time because I don't need to avoid all the, because it's very hard to avoid the spinners. Like I know I could technically like save and keep resetting until I get the luck I need. That's like very annoying. Ultimately, I can still do like 2.5 hour streams, so I'm better at like knowing what I have to do. So I don't think so. I think we can finish this. Stream. Yes, that's the thing. These spinners are unpredictable. They change whenever they want to. Such a chore. Meryl is not a fairy type yet. I am using a repel right. As I understand it, if you run, the NPCs always turn towards where you're running. not if you bite. Which is interesting. You can't avoid them if you try to run, but you can avoid them if you want, if you try to bite. Again, there are... These two spinners are annoying. Why is that guy looking at a rock? He's not even like looking towards somewhere where he could find a trainer. Guy on top, he's like turned towards the rock. Even against the poison type, just using a stab fighting move is still better. Even if it's not very effective, it's still better than using something because it's 150 base power. With stab, that becomes 225. Even if it's not very effective, that's still like 112 base power. So unless something is... If it's neutral, it needs... Like, even if it was neutral, I don't think anything would be able to... I don't think there's any move that we would have otherwise had that would be better. I'm going to get the person berries in case I run into someone who can use swagger. I know Sydney can. If you have a person berry, that's basically just a free attack. It's like a free sword stance, which is incredible for Pokemon like Natsuki. You cannot avoid this hiker, you can avoid the picnic, however. Avoid the Spiker expert. Main thing which concerns me is Tate and Liza, as they are terrible for single Pokemon runs just because it's 2v1 always, and in this game they have like 4 Pokemon. It's a 2v1 and Natsuki is weak to the type they use. At least with Yuri, she resisted it, so I think that was easy. We don't particularly have any good move. I mean, we do have Shadow Punch, super effective. Okay, yeah, we can avoid a lot of battles and a lot of backtracking if we can just... Now we need to go up the cable cars. I've already fought him, so there's no need. Another issue like I have is because I played these like a bunch of times over and over. I forget which spinners I've actually beaten. Sometimes I like slow down for people who I don't need to slow down for. I think Team Magma are better than Team Alka. I've said this before because they're right about what this game is like. It's IGN was right. 7.8 out of 10. Too much water. In case you're wondering, that's like a review someone left for. I think it was not for Ruby and Sapphire, but their sequels. What the sequels are called? Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire or Alpha Ruby Omega Sapphire? No. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm pretty sure that's what they were called. And that's an IGN review of those games. 7.8 out of 10, too much water. And there is a lot of water. He has a Mighty Enno, and that's going to lower our attack, but our attack is still massive. Could have given not say Personberry and let it use Swagger and then just like boost our attack that way. But the issue is it can also use Sand Attack, so that's really not optimal. So I think we win anyway. Like, I think given how that's super effective, we still like. Try using Meteor Mash. There's a chance it misses. I was wondering. Oh, actually, it's a Zubat. I thought it was like a Golbat or Crobat. In which case, I was not sure whether Shadow Punch would be strong enough to beat it. What? Maxi was caught off guard. Alright, we avoided all those trainers, like, amazing. Again, if we don't heal, we can teleport back to Mauville. That's worth some. Not worth a lot, but it's worth some. There is a way that you can get through this gym without having to fight any additional trainers. I still don't remember what it is. It exists. I think you go here, then you can. I think I found it. I always get confused which one is the right one. Here, let's save. Yep, this is the right one. Let's be finer. Okay, we technically have 20 minutes left till the 2-hour mark, and we can like beat Norman like almost instantly. I think we can like go to Norman instantly after we win this. And also this. Then the only thing left for us would be Winona. I don't think that critical hit mattered. Oh. Definitely the lucky egg has helped. Otherwise, I think we would be way lower leveled. Now that we're higher than level 30, we do level up faster than different Pokemon like Mudkip. Now we teleport. I was gonna see if Swallow could learn strength. No, Natsuki can, but it's not worth teaching her that because she's our main Pokemon. Now, I'm also not going to heal, while going to Pelberg to fight our father. Because, that means we can teleport back to Mauville. We don't have to surf. Let's use our repel again. And I don't even think we need to use a PP restoring item. We have Parfait Punch, and all these trainers are weak to fighting type moves. Using Focus Punch, but Focus Punch doesn't confuse, right? So why is this called the confusion? Okay, this parfait punched. Okay, I was afraid, given Slacking's massive attack, massive stats, it might actually survive the parfait punch. But I think we beat it. Because if it used counter, you would be dead for sure. Yeah, I think it just our massive attack stat, the fact that it was super effective. By the way, Slacking has higher base stats than any of the Dokis. The only thing the Dokis have like 600 base stats except for Monica who has 650. I think Slacking has slightly higher. There are Pokemon with higher base stats totals, but the thing is they're like organized more, like they're min-maxed to a much larger extent with the Doki. Alright, now I think maybe you guys are tired of me doing this, or announcing it, but let's teleport. That's great. Now we should... I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like the wind is like really loud where I am. Like one time, like just recently, the weather's been a bit crazy where I am. Like I recently got like a warning for wind speed. Like winds, they basically warn us, oh, the winds are gonna be terrible. I think there's a storm coming too. Now we're paralyzed. If we had guts, this would not be too bad. No, if we have guts, we want to be poisoned, not paralyzed. We do have cherry berry. We may actually run out of repels. We'll have to buy some more once we get to Fortune. Come on! I've avoided this guy, I think, in every single stream. I have no idea. I didn't know he would turn around, and it was because I was running. So then he turns around, because when you run, spinners immediately turn around. That was the most random conversation you could possibly have. Hey, what kind of Pokemon do you like? Well, it's not my place to ask. How have you been since the last time we met? And he just like wanders off. What was the point of that? Like, is it genuinely? I guess I never thought of it as like a kid. What was the point of that? There's this Mimic Circle thing here. I don't care. The Mimic Circle is kind of terrible. Could get another Lepo Berry that would be useful, but I think we have enough PowerPoint storing items already. Okay, so we have hit the 2 hour mark now. So we are technically behind where Yuri was. At the same time, I know, like, I just, like, I wasted, like, I think at least, like, 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes. It's not really comparable. I think Natsuki was almost on par with Yuri, mainly because we haven't run into anything that will stop Natsuki as of yet. We haven't run into the 7th gym leaders yet. That could be an issue. You're wondering, I was having trouble with my aiming. Okay, so here I'm gonna try another big brain strategy. We're past the 2 hour mark, but you know what? Let's spend some more time with Natsuki. I think that's fine. We're past the 2 hour mark. Need to buy some repels. And when I say I'm gonna do something like big brain trick, let me just show you guys what I mean. Repels. I think 14 are like enough to carry us to the end of the game. We have fly. We also have teleport. There's another point. Maybe I'll just show you guys actually. Is it worth getting that rare candy? I mean, usually worth getting rare candy. Again, when I run, you'll notice that she turns in the direction I was running. Running like sets off their spinning thing. Although, like, to look at you, although it's not true, although that's not true if you're on a bike. So, avoid it if you're on a bicycle, I guess. What is my big brain trick? We already have to come here, correct? And our heal point is set for Fortree City. We're gonna have to go to Lily Cove eventually. That will waste some time if we have to backtrack and go through here again, right? Let's go to Lily Cove. Master just run away actually, rather than using Meteor Mash. And then he's like, wow, so much like strategic genius, wow. We're gonna go to Lily Cove. We teleport back to Fortree, so that when we get fly, we can just fly to Lily Cove. Because we're already here, right? We may as well go through, rather than having to backtrack that once. You would think using cut here would let you like get a shortcut, but no, if you use cut there, you have to fight that double battle. Unless you have like only one Pokemon, that's not a shortcut. Right. We are in Lily Cove City, and as long as I think we've been here this long, our save point we can fly here now. Now we can teleport back to Fortree. I'm not 100% sure that'll work. Maybe we can't fly there, but I think we can. You don't have to be inside the Pokemon Center to register as your fly point. I don't know what you have to do, like what the criteria are exactly. I think it is set as it now. We beat Winona and we can go to Lily Cove much faster. That's basically why we did all that. think Yuri dies here. And just how weak she is, but who knows, maybe not. Okay, I think the Swallow was the bigger danger, that's why I attacked it. Actually, I think Swallow has lower attack than Doduo. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Oh, it attacked Natsuki. Oh, burn. That's like the worst thing that cuts our attack. That is the worst thing I think that can happen. Okay. Zatu can't actually kill Yuri. I'm going to use Parfait Punch, still 1-hit KOs, even with the attack drop. That's good. Quake is good, but not really good versus everyone who we can't like use our dynamic punching. Quite honest. Okay, does Shadow Punch 1-hit KO? Because although it's a ghost move, all ghost moves are physical in this gen. Actually, I think Parfait Punch still does more damage, even though it's not very effective. It does more damage than Shadow Punch. It does actually. Now that I'm doing the calculations in my head. And because of the attack drop, we don't take it out, but that means Shadow Punch wouldn't have either. Because Parfait Punch does about 112 damage in terms of base power. So Yuri, she wants to learn Return. Not really good for her because she doesn't have good attack. She's more of a special attacker. Yuri and Yuri and Sayori are special attackers. Monica and Natsuki are physical attackers. That's how I made them. We don't have a Rost Berry, unfortunately. We have to go out to heal, which is annoying. Can we beat this guy? If we could just actually, I think it's better if we just go out and heal. Because ultimately that guy, it's not like that guy is going to just go out, heal, come back. We will have to heal for Winona. Although I'm pretty sure we could beat that guy even with a burn. Oh yeah, we would have to, I think it would take more time to come backtrack. Yeah, and this is why like 2v1s are annoying. Because they can just target the one Pokemon you're actually using. The double battles are like just like terrible for solo battle runs. Unless you're doing like a rule where you can use 2 of them at once. I actually think that's fair. Okay, he had a trip bias. I don't think we would have been able to beat it. Parfait Punch, but if we, I think Meteor Mash is a stronger move here, but it also has very low accuracy, so I just went with. No, Meteor Mash isn't stronger actually. One more, you should get potions and burn heals. I never like bother just because it's like you never need them. But yes, that's actually not a bad idea. I think we can't buy full restores. I think getting 2 or 3 full heals and a full restore actually makes. We are like behind where Yuri was like by 11 minutes, but we also like wasted time with all that with that call, so I don't count that against Natsuki. Let's see how Natsuki does versus Winnar, because technically we are at a type disadvantage here, so flying types aren't that good, so there's also that. At least I don't think they're that good in this gen. Gen 4, once you start getting moves like Brave Bird, then it's obviously much better. Wobblu is like normal flying. There are no pure flying types, which is... It's always confused me. I want to give like pure flying type. Skarmory, like to a Pokemon. Like, I mean, because they're normal, they don't actually resist fighting. To use protect. Oh, it didn't use protect. Okay, then using bulk up was kind of. Ooh, it's a good thing that missed. Now it uses protect. It's a good thing it missed because with our massive attack stat, we do a lot of damage to ourselves with confusion. I've said this before. Confusion damage, the way it works is it calculates it as if you hit yourself with a 40 base power typeless attack. So it does damage. So if you have a high attack, low defense, it does a lot of damage to you. That's why Swagger is dangerous, because it'll raise your attack, so you'll do more damage to yourself when you hit yourself. Sparmore, there are pure flying types, just not on this gen. Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't really played the games past X and Y. I don't think there were pure flying types in X and Y. Maybe they added in Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield. But I've basically been out of the loop for, I think, like 2 generations. That means, yeah, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. Okay, moment of truth. Can we fly to Lily Cove? If we can, all that effort was worth it. Otherwise, we just wasted a lot of time, actually. Yes, we can. Okay, rather than fly there, I think we should actually go to Verdant Turf. I wanted to see how high our friendship is. Sorry, Natsuki. We're not using return. One of the legendary Pokemon in Gen 5 is pure flying. Which one? Oh, is it that? Which one? Sorry. I might be forgetting. It likes you quite a lot, so we're not max friendship yet, and I can tell you, like, with almost any other Pokemon, if you got to like level 40, you would be max friendship. Like, I had a Zubat I wanted to evolve into Crobat. At like level 32 it evolved, just from leveling up, not even from walking around. Walking around with all the leveling up we do, the fact that she's not at full friendship really like points out the fact that she started at 0. She likes us a lot better now. Let me save the game. Alright, let me just make sure I saved. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm actually going to, I have tomorrow off. I'm actually going to be finishing this run tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment, do leave a like. Sorry for all that hassle, but I'll see you guys